Muffler, Ryan Bruckner. I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan. That was my intro. This is my intro. Welcome to another edition of Squared Circle Cinema. It's a Sunday evening in the Pomona Valley. The Rams are losing to the Bears.
I think it was still 0-0 when we turned the TV off.
And no one cares.
It's do or die for
Do
them.
or die for both teams, really.
Much like it was do or die for me today.
I got clobbered, man.
So much of my personal happiness is tied into this fake nonsense.
Isn't that funny?
That we do.
Isn't that funny?
It could totally ruin my day, and I was doing so well.
Yeah.
And then I got clobbered by my own sister.
Yes!
I'm 10 years older than her.
Oh, my goodness. You're going up against Beanbag Boys.
I was beating her all day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Jimmy G starts throwing passes. Doesn't run the ball, just throwing passes. Yeah. And I had kind of a chance. And then at like 4:30, I get a notification. My final remaining player to play, Robert Woods, out.
He's out.
Out.
And how?
For personal reasons.
For personal reasons. How unsatisfying.
What about my personal reasons?
What about me? Yeah, I know. I just heard that on the way over.
You know what
here.
really chaps my ass? She has the San Francisco defense, which was not doing well. Like, this was a close game the whole way. The Cardinals were doing really well. It was back and forth. So they weren't doing that great. And then so they score.
Wait, you were winning all day? Dude,
I was.
You got clobbered. You only scored 77.
I'm telling you a story.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you're ruining it.
I'm sorry.
What I was saying, I was winning all day. Jimmy G starts pulling ahead. Mm-hmm. And then in that game, in the Arizona-San Francisco game, San Francisco gets a touchdown with seconds left on the clock. They get the lead. And then so frickin' Arizona pulls they throw to
Language.
They throw to Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald still playing?
He laterals it back to another player who's about to get tackled and just throws the frickin' ball behind his head. Like, let's see what happens.
Okay.
And the defense takes it in
for
a touchdown.
Oof. Totaling, giving. Wow, this must have been...
Her defense had like 3 points almost the entire
game. This must have been a very frustrating week before, because you can't help but not root for the San Francisco D putting up 14 points this week. And you can't not root for Jimmy G because you love Garoppolo. I know your favorite team's the 49ers, but they're killing you.
I can't be happy about
this. The 49ers single-handedly destroyed you. So you were winning past the 10 o'clock games?
Yeah.
Going into 1 o'clock.
Oh, I was well ahead at 1 o'clock. It said I think it gave her like a 24% chance of winning. That's how bad her 10 o'clock teams did.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you're done. No, not really.
You hate to break it to me? You think I don't know?
Well, you're not. There's still hope. You have sole possession.
There's no hope. I'm done.
You're not mathematically eliminated, and looks like. How many weeks is it going to be?
I'm emotionally eliminated. I guess I just have to watch football.
Like 7-7 will get in.
For the love of the game.
I haven't done that all year, which is strange, because I'm like, I only care about my boys, you know what I mean? And it's like, I guess I'm a Rams fan, but I guess not. I don't even know. I'm rooting for the Cowboys now, because I'm just like, I don't really care about
You've always rooted for the Cowboys.
Not nearly as much as I have this year, but I don't give a rat's patootie who wins. This should be a very important game for the Rams, and last year I would be, biting my nails at the edge of my seat watching this. Couldn't care less.
Had a horrible
season.
I'm
not even starting Goff anymore, and you're right. I'm mad at them for that terrible performance last year at the Super Bowl, which was like on my birthday.
And for giving him that contract.
Terrible contract. Like, and now he's in his head.
Anybody else could be, like, if they signed Andy Dalton, the results would be as good. Maybe it's slightly
Dalton
better.
Has a lot fewer turnovers. I think. I mean, if he's not in the league, he's in the top 3. Jared Goff. He's
I think
turn the
Jameis
ball over
Winston has the most turnovers.
See, that's my start. That's my starter right there.
Yeah.
But he throws up points. I mean,
he'll have like
400
30
yards,
30 to 40 point games.
3 interceptions.
And just throw because he just likes to throw.
Yeah.
To everybody.
I like that style too. Yeah.
You were really passionate about the whole Myles Garrett thing. I was kind of thrown off by your passion there.
Oh, I was watching it in real time. I thought it was brutal. And here's the thing: I missed the actual initial hit. Right, I was watching it, but it happened so fast that I didn't see Rudolph getting hit in the bare head with his own helmet. I saw the O-lineman kicking him in the head after the fact.
And
right?
so you were initially
so I was
mad
like,
at the Steelers.
okay, hold on. Let's calm down, everybody. And then I saw that and like, oh my God, how was he not bludgeoned to death? Could have cracked his skull. And I really thought, like, what's protecting this man from legal action? I know that. And everyone's saying, the league's not going to sue. The only way it would reach
it would have to be Mason Rudolph, but he said he's not going to do it.
Yeah, presses charges, and it's not going to happen. So he's just suspended indefinitely. Big deal. He should be arrested. That was insane.
I kind of, in a way, I kind of like it.
Oh,
does that make me a bad person?
Yeah. Yeah,
because I can't wait to watch another Browns-Steelers
which
game
is coming
now.
up shortly.
Yeah.
In like 3 weeks. They're playing
now this is a rivalry I could really sink my teeth into.
No one involved in this is going to be on the field.
I think he's appealing it because there's actually in the league handbook like a penalty for taking off your helmet.
Oh
and
my God!
Hitting somebody with
How
it.
could he go down?
I was watching Max Kellerman. You ever watch the boxing guy? But now he does like a First Take on ESPN.
Yes.
Yeah, he was making a pretty compelling point about how like everybody's going crazy, and then he actually got the league handbook out, and he was like, it says here, if a player takes off their helmet in an attempt to hit another defenseless player with the helmet, it's a 3-game suspension.
Oh, gosh. So that's why he's appealing this?
Yeah.
Wait, is Mason Garrett actually do it? Because apparently he felt terrible. Have you heard any interviews with him afterwards? Or they're
Myles Garrett?
Myles Garrett, sorry.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
As far as reaction?
I haven't.
I haven't
but
either. And from
I've
what
also,
I heard,
Sam Jackson was like, "Fuck that cracker" about Mason Rudolph.
Oh yeah,
because Mason Rudolph was actually the one that was trying to pull off the helmet initially.
There was a scuffle there.
He was frustrated because they were getting their asses kicked.
He was definitely frustrated. He was definitely saying some things. So he was definitely antagonizing, and he came up on Mason Garrett as well.
Yeah.
But to fling a weapon like that is just so inexcusable. And when you hear, because I've heard people that know him talk about his response to that, and it was like, I don't know how that happened. It's like, it's road rage.
And
it's
I think people say that he's pretty much like kind of a mild-mannered, like good guy. Like he's not like Vontez Burfict.
Well, yeah, those moments of just pure rage where you look at someone's eyes, and there's just nothing there, and it's so scary. They have no control over it. I'm sure a majority, maybe not a majority, but a huge population of people in prison for murder, they're just like, I don't recall doing it. Like, I know I did. I'm not denying it, but I couldn't control my limbs, which is kind of a horrifying thought.
What do you think about Buffalo Bills fans going through tables? That's like their thing.
I love
now.
it. I love it.
What a weird thing.
It really is, but it's awesome.
I like seeing
girls
all the
are doing it.
The
girls
are like
very
bouncing
dangerous
off of tables. And
some are
hurting
terrible
themselves.
hits, and I
Some
usually
are like
see the ones
setting
that
the
go
tables on
poorly.
fire.
On fire, yeah. You usually, they're all doing it, so the majority probably like a nice safe fall. And a table, especially a plastic table like that, will break your fall pretty well. But the only ones you see are the botches, and boy, a lot could go wrong, especially if you're day
You're out in the
drinking
cold. Like, there's nothing worse than hurting yourself while it's really cold.
Man, why? Oh my gosh. They ain't got heated seats in that stadium, man. A freaking game in the winter in Buffalo, you better be drunk. Otherwise you would
you
die.
have to like pack a flask of whiskey. Just to get through the game.
Is that how tailgating started? It's just like, this is survival.
We must build a fire. And then set a table on fire and jump through it.
And drink 30 beers here in San Diego at Qualcomm Stadium. All right, can I open the segment doors? I don't have no
Is
theme
this
music
a
or
new
nothing.
segment? Well, luckily, I have some theme music.
Oh, you do?
こんな時こんな時こんな時こんな時どうします
セブンイレブン
いらっしゃいませこんな時困った時おいでくださいセブンイレブン朝7時から夜遅くまで年中無休でお付き合いセブンイレブンいい気分
Thank you 7-Eleven
I love it. Mike's 7-Eleven selections. I just picked up a hot food item. Well, now it's tepid, I would say.
Should I be scared?
Yeah. I think we both should.
Okay.
I think so. So I selected this moments ago at the beautiful 7-Eleven in town. It's a nice 7-Eleven you got here. What's so special and what separates it from the majority of your 7-Elevens?
Gas station.
Gas station, baby. Yeah. So
Pretty good prices.
Oh, really? The variety was grand. There was a lot to choose from, and I'm only 45 minutes late because I was standing at the cashier for 40, thinking. And I went with the Monterey Jack chicken taquito.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds okay.
We're okay. It was all very traditional. There wasn't anything really out of the ordinary. There was a taco and cheese quesadilla.
A taco
No, it was
and
a
cheese
taco and
quesadilla?
cheese quesadilla taquito. No, it wasn't it. It said a taco taquita. And then, there's your taquito. Then there's your hot dog. Didn't seem like there were any cheese-infused hot dogs either. I kind of had a hankering for that, but went with the taquito here. I will just hand it over.
Oh, I get to taste it first?
Says on the bag, hot, hits the spot.
All right. 2 criteria. Is it hot? Does it hit the spot?
That is not fair because we've been sitting on this for about 20 minutes now. But here, let me hand you yours. Good size. Good size. I'll just eat mine right out of the pouch. I got my own, buddy. I'm not going to go there and just I'll have one chicken Monterey Jack taquito. All right, this is how we're going to rate it here, all right? It's going to be on a point system of 7 to 11. We're going to use all of our senses, man. We're going to see it. We're going to touch it. We're going to smell it. We're going to taste it, even though it's too late for all that because you already took a bite. We're not going to listen to it. We're not going to.
We're rating the whole thing on 7. So the best is
11.
11 and the worst,
The worst
is 7?
7.
Okay.
So, what do you see? I see a taquito. It doesn't look very crunchy at all.
First of all, this is not a taquito.
Yeah, this is like a flauta.
This is a flauta.
This is a flauta. Yeah, definitely.
It's too big to be a taquito.
So, I don't like.
This is not a corn tortilla that they used.
I want.
I don't even think this is. This is a very thick flour tortilla. Almost dough-like.
Ryan. Call this a flauta? And you got something here. I'm gonna go just a hard 7 for C because what I'm seeing ain't a taquito. And that's what I wanted to see, and that's why I got it.
I'll agree with that.
When I touch it, I'm giving it a 7. I wanted to touch a taquito. I'm
It's not-
touching a flauta.
It's not crispy.
It's not crispy.
It's not crispy at all. It's
Flautas are-
soft.
So, horrible presentation if we're presenting the taquito here.
This is basically a burrito with kind of like crunchy exterior, like very, very thin, crunchy layer.
This is bothering me because I like what's inside. There's a hint of the Monterey Jack. It's very spicy. The chicken seems, it's kind of moist.
The chicken is kind of like the chicken you get in Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
Just
shredded.
little cubes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like the chicken. The chicken tastes okay to me, though.
I like the cheese. I'd like this better if it was just cheese without the chicken.
I like the chicken. All right, I'm going to go 7 for touch, as are you. Did we smell it? Smells like a chicken taquito. Nope, smells like a flauta.
Well, it doesn't smell bad, so I'll give it an 8.
Okay. I'll give it a 9 for smell. And most importantly, taste. I want that crunch. When you get a taquito, the most important part is the crunch. You ever go to that Mexican joint, man, and they just they got good taquitos. If I know that a place has good taquitos, I'm getting them.
I like the taquitos at Costco. I have a big box of them in the freezer right now.
But again, those are hard to get crispy. Those are kind of chewy.
No, you can get them crispy if you do the work. You got to pan fry them and
microwave them.
Pan fry them in oil.
Oh, wow.
Don't microwave them. That's what I do.
This was good.
I start them in the oven. This is my method. Start your frozen taquitos in the oven.
Okay.
And then get a little bit of oil in a frying pan.
Yeah.
Get it nice and hot. And after maybe like 20 minutes in the oven, throw your taquitos in the oil for, like 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
And then you got a crispy, perfect
that sounds
taquito.
nice. That sounds nice.
And that would be way better than what I just ate. Taste, I'll give it an 8.
An 8? Okay. I'll give it an 8.5.
7, 7, 8, 8.
God, this has been another riveting installment of Mike's 7-Eleven selections.
Does the first one even count when you brought
Will we do it again?
25
Probably
alcoholic
not.
beverages?
All right, I'll tally the scores.
Hey, those chips that you brought over, I still think about those.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Now that was a superb 7-Eleven selection.
So, do these... Okay, I'm going to stick with hot selections, though. All right, so this will be our barometer here. This is mid-level, you know? This is mid-level. And honestly, if it was advertised again as the flauta, I would give much higher scores.
Yeah.
Because
But
soft...
even for a flauta, it wasn't crispy enough. It tasted like I was eating a microwave burrito.
That's
with just
scale.
kind of like a weird outer crisp.
I ate it really fast. I was a little hungry.
It was soft.
Yeah.
It was soft, just like a tortilla.
So this makes me want to avoid all the taquitos now that they have, because they had like 4 or 5. And it's like, if they're going to give us this outering for the shell, then no thanks. And that's it.
All right. Hey, this is kind of like a child-centric show today based off of what we're doing. And I ended up taking a tour of Disney Plus
Oh,
that just came out.
you took a tour of it, so you have like a free
No,
trial?
my mother-in-law subscribed, and I logged in, and I was just looking around the last couple of days.
Okay.
And I watched an episode of DuckTales.
Woo! That's cool.
Does not hold up. I was
Oh.
like, what the hell was I thinking when I was a kid? This is boring.
Really, I love DuckTales. Maybe it's just because of the theme song.
Yeah,
Great theme song.
Great. All of those shows had great theme songs.
And great entrance. Like, I only remember...
Chip and Dale's.
Rescue Rain. And all I
Oh, wee,
recall...
tailspin. Oh, wee, oh, tailspin.
Oh, 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 Oreo. What's in the middle? The white stuff.
Oh, wow.
Weird Al. Do you want to go over the caloric information on the monitor? We already closed the segment.
We did. Is it really bad? Is one
It
like
is
1,000 calories?
Really, it's kind of the amount of carbs.
What is
pretty
one? What is the
One
caloric
serving
value of one?
is 280 calories.
Oh, that's not too
That's
bad.
not too bad. Bet.
Sodium's probably through the roof.
Yeah, let me click on this here. Nope, that's it. 280 calories.
Well, anyway,
14
taking the
grams
tour
of fat, 7 grams of protein, 780 milligrams of sodium. Oh.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah. 30 grams of 30 grams in that small little 7 grams of protein.
That's
Okay,
very little
will
protein.
you get the chicken Monterey Jack flauta
No,
again?
absolutely not.
was the last time you walked into a 7-Eleven?
Maybe a couple years ago.
Wow. That is crazy. I go to that
You go
7-Eleven
every day.
twice every time I'm here. I
But with the one by your house, you frequent regularly.
Often. Unless I'm doing it right, you know. I've been pretty good. I've been up on my grocery shopping. So if I'm up on it, I'm like, you know, once a week. Yeah.
So back to Disney Plus.
Okay.
The Mandalorian, I watched that, the first 2 episodes. It's the Star Wars show.
Man, look at the DeLorean. Man.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen
I will have it alive. But there will be a reduced price if you have proof of death.
proof of death.
Yeah. It's
bear.
so good.
Is it really?
I can't wait for more. It's one of those
I
things
heard
where
that. They're not dropping
releasing
it all
of
at once.
Yeah. I
It's a
can't
weekly-
wait for more episodes. It hooked me. It's a Western. It's a samurai movie. And there's a reveal at the end of the first episode. I don't know if you've seen any spoilers or anything.
I have not.
There's a reveal at the end of the first episode that just grabbed me hardcore. I'd say it's worth just getting it just to watch the show. Like wait until the whole show is done.
Where did it
the
grab
first
you?
season,
And then just binge it?
and then get the free trial,
Okay.
and then binge it in a week.
Okay.
You'll like it. The first 2 episodes have been tremendous.
Oh, they released 2 episodes?
They've released 2. I'm waiting for episode 3.
I heard there were a lot of glitches.
I think that was on the first day that it came out because I first explored it on Friday, and there were no glitches.
Okay. That same thing happened with WWE Network, man. I was all excited.
Oh,
was
I
like,
remember
yes!
too.
All right, I got my whole day ahead of me. Fuck!
Yeah,
Like,
it
nothing-
didn't work at all. It
nothing
just
played.
kept doing the doo-doo-doo-doo
And
rating
this wasn't
thing.
a glitch. This was a breakdown.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
was a
oh, we should have
full-on
launched this.
breakdown.
We were not prepared for this. That was crazy. And you text me like, well, I got the network. Nothing works.
That
It
sounds
was
about
like
right.
as I hit submit my $9.99.
So my son has a favorite storybook right now.
Oh,
It's called Chicka Chicka ABC.
we
was
just had
published-
a chicken taquito.
It was published in 1987. So
Great time. Those were when the best books were written.
and
Kids'
so
books.
you know that if we're still buying a copy of it to this day, then these people have sold millions of copies of this book.
Yeah.
And I just don't like the laziness of this book just astounds me.
Oh, it's not good.
It starts out good.
Why is Owen so drawn to it?
So it starts out like A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree.
I love it.
D told E to F and G, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. Here comes K or H. That's I and J and tag along K, all up their way up the coconut tree. Chicka chicka boom boom. Will there be enough room?
There's more
And
letters.
But then from there, they're just like, here comes QRS
Yeah.
and TUV.
Whoa.
And still more. WXYZ. It's like they gave up.
They gave up
in the
man.
middle of the alphabet. It bothers me so much. And he wants to read it like every day. He brings it over and he's like, let's read Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And every time I
Started strong.
get to the middle, I'm like, there's got to be other rhymes that we could do. Why do we have to say still more?
So what are the letters?
Still more letters.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of them. Come
Yeah,
on,
they all just got on the tree. And then a spoiler alert, they all go on the tree and then chicka chicka boom boom. It all falls down.
Oh.
'Cause too much weight for the
Oh
tree.
my god, and they all die? Z just severs his freaking
Yeah,
neck from
they
the
all
fall.
die.
Ooh. That's terrible. And then Z is the last one. And Z climbs up
But
the
Z
tree.
is like WXYZ.
It's like
He's
one
just like these all just put together with all those letters.
Well, they're doing something right. Why does Owen like it so much?
I don't know.
Is he drawn to the artwork?
I mean, he's not gonna just like break down the subtleties
Yeah, I
of
know.
the rhyme scheme.
Yes, I love the iambic pentameter. Started strong. Tapers off a bit farther.
I'm in the wrong racket. I should be making just half-assed children's books.
Yeah, they are very simple stories, especially
It's not even a story.
especially
It's just
after
the
finding
alphabet.
out, like, it's not always the dude. Like, they're not all Shel Silversteins. You know, it's like they're not always doing their own artwork. Some of these people are just writing these really stupid, simple stories and selling them and becoming really rich.
This is just like some drawing of a tree with letters on it.
Huh.
That's it.
What a shame.
And they've been selling millions of copies since 1987. And it's do you know what is really messed up about it? There's 2 authors of this book.
So one did the first half.
Yeah, and then one was like asleep.
You had one assignment, man.
How did 2 authors write this book? How are there 2 credited authors? Were they just both like, "Hey, let's just make some money together.
Wow.
We're good friends."
If you wrote a children's story, what would the main character be? That's another problem with this story.
Maybe
There's
like
no main character.
like a vegetable
Oh, I like that.
or like a steak,
I
some
would.
sort of food.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Like the whole process from being a cow to being pooped out by a lonely, single, middle-aged homeowner.
Maybe just like maybe it could be a book about like all the things that you can eat.
Okay.
And they all have their own personalities and
I'm a carrot.
they like to be eaten.
I'm a carrot. I can't wait to be eaten. I've never tried this. Oh my God! This is not good. Where am I going?
Yeah.
I love it. That's cool. I would be a larva
A larva?
that becomes a beautiful. What does a larva become? Oh no, I would be.
Like a fly?
Uh,
like a maggot?
yeah. Yes, the
You would be
journey from a maggot
to a fly.
to a fly. That's what I meant to say.
Would you be like on a piece of poop?
I would be on a corpse of a dead body on the feet, and I would somehow get out of that coffin, you know? There's a journey there. And then, so you're crawling up, right? You're crawling up.
Crawling
and
up that
then
soil.
You make it out, and you get the gift of wings, and you fly away
Oh,
to
it's
the
beautiful.
big pile of shit.
But you like the shit.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You guys, boy, flies sure love them some poop. Man,
Oh,
you ever
they do.
pass like a dog turd that's literally covered with flies,
Every
and
day,
they hear your
I
step?
have a dog.
Well, yeah, but like when it's like, whoa,
No,
that's
yeah.
a lot of flies,
No,
and it's like covered, and then they're all gone. Like
Yeah.
you can't see the turd because it's literally covered. It's like a
Yeah.
collection.
It
assembly.
happens like every day.
Wow.
Every time there's a fresh turd out there, there's like 40 to 50 flies
Ooh.
on it. Yeah.
Well, wanted to get to film number 79 of 7001, or do you have
Yeah,
anything else
no.
to talk about?
Let's do it.
Ferdinand, starring John Cena. Peaceful bull that just wanted to stop and smell the roses, man. This was a...
First question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cry?
Yep. No, I didn't. But I think I would have had I not watched this in 35 installments. Because I didn't give it the emotional investment that I should have. And I actually watched it twice. So I was hanging out with my mom and my friend's kids were over. And I was like, I'll put it on. Because I watched the free version on YouTube, and I think I missed some. So I was like, you know what? This was good. This was a very sweet movie. Great story. If I paid $4.99 for frickin' Once Upon a Time in Dublin, it's like, all right, it's worth the $3.99. So I reordered it. The kids loved it. Very sweet story.
They liked it?
They did.
They
yeah.
laughed?
Yeah.
Here's my thing with these Blue Sky Studios animated films.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar makes films. Blue Sky Studio makes cartoons.
Huh.
There was just so much stuff that you would never see in a Pixar movie. Just low rent shit, like
Really?
making jokes about like, oh, look at their butt types of jokes, and like, oh, let's have a dance off.
Oh, I
We're
love
doing
the
hip-hop.
horses. The horses were so funny.
It's
And then when
just-
the horse goes, I've fallen and I can't giddy up. That's funny.
You would never see that in a Pixar movie.
Oh, sure you would.
No, you wouldn't. Like, where is there a joke like that in a Pixar movie? They put more effort into it.
I don't know.
Like, this is just like, what do kids laugh at? They laugh at jokes
thought
about
that
butts. I mean, there's parts that I liked about it.
Beautiful
but,
ending.
But you could
The smelling
definitely
the
tell the
roses, taking
difference
them back home.
between this and, Wall-E
Oh, that's
or
true.
Inside Out or Ratatouille or Up.
Toy Story 3.
Like all of them.
All the
Those
Toy
are
Stories.
all like movies where they put a lot of effort into.
Up
it.
was just spectacular.
This one, it had like a great opening.
So what's another Blue Sky?
great
Isn't
end.
Monster House Blue Sky?
No. I looked it up. They did all the Ice Age movies. They did robots.
Oh, Ice Age is spectacular.
They did robots with
I never saw
Robin
that one.
Williams. That movie sucks. They like Rio, like just kind of like the B movies of animated films.
Okay, fine. Then this is the best one of those.
I haven't seen all of them.
Yeah.
I can't really say.
I thought this was sweet.
I like the beginning. I
thought
like the end. The middle
The
kind of
facial
lagged.
expressions of Ferdinand, his longing or his loneliness were very beautiful, wanting to return home.
I like the whole. It has a good theme
The
about
goat was
like
great. When the goat finally discovered love at the end,
the goat was one of my least favorite
the
parts.
goat was overdone.
Yeah, it's too much.
A little overdone.
It's just I like the theme about like masculinity and what masculinity means, and how like he's not going to be pigeonholed into being like how everybody else is and being violent.
The story
He's not a violent
right.
creature.
And they gathered that essence kind of nicely. But the story of the original book in the 30s is a more powerful, stronger story than this movie, I would say.
I think the components of the original story are in the movie.
here.
They're just at the beginning and at the end, and the whole middle is the whole silly like, let's have a dance off part, and let's have a car chase.
So I was watching this with Nicholas, and he's a child. I'm kind of blanking on how old he is. 5? He loved that scene. He was in stitches.
Of course.
Well, I mean, this isn't for I guess you could say
That's why I
WALL-E
like.
is for
That's why
adults.
I'm saying this is a cartoon,
Yeah.
and the Pixar movies are films.
Yeah, but you can't be mad at it, right? You could see why
I'm not
this
mad
should
at
exist
it, but
in the world.
now that I see that those exist and this exists, I'd
Yeah.
rather watch those because those have something for me.
WALL-E and a movie like Up are feature films that adults have told me that I must watch. Coco is a feature film
Yeah.
that
Coco-
an adult told me you have to experience.
Coco was
this.
amazing.
Coco's one of the greatest movies of all time, dude. That was spectacular.
I'd say they've got a pretty good run from the start of the company until now of just amazing films that can appeal to children and then also inspire adults as well. Mm-hmm. And they don't
Yeah, I
just
guess all the best-
resort to this kind of toilet humor and just like pop culture reference stuff.
the beautiful
It's almost
ending.
it's
though. I mean,
almost
when-
like you take like The Naked Gun and you take like a epic movie.
okay.
You know? This is like
Sure.
epic movie, and
Okay.
Ratatouille is The Naked Gun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And if you are conscious of that, then you kind of you forgive it. Then, right? I mean, that was their intention.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say that kids aren't going to love this. Of course they
And
are.
meanwhile,
It's a cartoon.
spectacular ending when the matador, who obviously is a man of honor, because the people were saying, "Let the bull live." After he's just like, "No, I'm not going to fight you, bro. No, I'm putting down. I'm putting down my weapons here. and you can do whatever you want to me. And the crowd is really in support of Ferdinand. They said, please don't. And the man, he's a man of honor, and he said, okay. That was a very powerful scene, and he didn't strike the bull.
Yeah.
I thought Peyton Manning was better than John Cena.
Who is Peyton Manning?
He was the Red Bull that kept vomiting and passing out.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's
I
Peyton
had no
Manning.
idea.
Yeah.
I didn't look that deep into the cast. Yeah, John Cena was not good.
He wasn't, right?
Yeah, he didn't really serve the story.
No, you could
at all.
tell.
He was just being John Cena.
Yeah, and it was kind of glaring compared to actual voice actors, especially if they're playing an animal. It's like, well, yeah, they're doing really well. I mean, say what you want about the goat, but I thought the voice was cool.
Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon was, I don't know. It was a little overdone.
Do you know what kind of bothers me? That they call the bull guapo. You're in Spain. It's guapo.
Oh!
You don't pronounce the G, but everybody's like, guapo, guapo.
I overheard the same conversation at the Pomona Mining Company when I was there, yes. Two intellects talking about the pronunciation of El Guapo. I kind of did, actually. And, you're absolutely right. That's the kind of effort that needs to be put in. Those are the kind of mistakes that
wouldn't
are
happen in
inexcusable.
Coco.
No, absolutely.
You know why? Because they actually consult people
and it's
from the
completely
culture,
accurate.
and they hire people from the culture. Why was John Cena Ferdinand?
You're definitely
Why
not...
couldn't somebody
Yeah.
Spanish or Hispanic? Why couldn't it be Antonio Banderas or
true.
somebody in the culture? Why was it John Cena, some white dude that says guapo?
Because his dad was white. His dad was Brenda's brother in 6 Feet Under, man.
Yeah, he should have been Spanish as well. There's plenty
They're
of
on
Spanish
vacation.
actors. Just go see. Just get the cast
Antonio
from the
Banderas.
last few Almodovar movies. And
Yeah.
you'll find them.
Oh, my God. Gabriel Garcia. That would be great if it was Benicio del Toro, I think, would have been a great Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Not yet. I don't know.
I feel like it was a very powerful scene when he went in the house and realized that the bulls never win, and he saw all the horns.
All the horns,
including
man.
His
including
father's
his own
horn.
father's. Yeah.
That was good. The whole end fight was good. The whole beginning up to when he gets captured was good. The whole middle I could do without.
How did
And
this
I was
fare?
just
Did I
kind of
overhear
I was
it?
just kind of checking my phone.
Okay. I liked it the second time I saw it, which I didn't see it twice all the way through. But
I
was
watched
this
it once
award-winning?
all the way
Did I
through
see...
with my son. He gave it maybe 10 minutes worth of attention.
Okay. It's a little long. It's almost 2 hours.
Way too long.
This received a nomination for Best Animated Features at the 90th Academy Awards, losing against Coco.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's
how do you
only
compare
like
that?
5 animated features that come out every year, and they all get nominated, and then the good ones always win. Coco
And-
deserved to win.
And it was nominated for Best Original Song, Home, at the 75th Golden Globe Awards, losing against This Is Me, which was, I don't know.
It was released against The Last Jedi, got clobbered in the box office.
Wow. Yeah, Blue Sky Studios. There's got to be one or two. I'm going to look these
It's
up.
all the Ice Age movies. There's like the Peanuts movies. There's Horton Hears a Who, the Lorax.
Oh, yeah.
And this.
Although my
and
niece
Rio.
my niece really liked Horton Hears a Who.
I never
Peanuts
saw
movie.
it.
Epic. Yeah, you're right. Rio sucked.
I never saw Rio. I just
Ice Age.
Like I personally avoid
a lot of Ice Age
non-Pixar animated movies because I kind of know the drill already.
Yeah.
And I was hoping this one would prove me wrong, but it didn't.
Well, I enjoyed it. Got any fun facts?
This marks the 4th animated film with which John Cena has been involved. After Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, The Flintstones and WWE Stone Age SmackDown, and Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania,
My niece Hannah,
as well as the
loves-
first to be released theatrically.
Oh, okay. The first?
The first of the animated films that he's been
Oh.
in. All the other ones were direct to video.
Okay. My niece, Hannah, loved that Scooby-Doo WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah?
It's like we watch it all the time.
I've never seen it. Is
I'll
it in
let
the
you
air? And
borrow
it
it.
might be in the air.
I'm sure it is.
Blue Sky Studios and WWE are both based in Connecticut.
Oh! Love
This is Blue Sky Studios' first PG-rated animated film for thematic elements.
Ooh, because of
And there's
violence?
some heavy stuff. I mean, he gets scratched by the sword.
Mm-hmm.
His father gets killed in the bull ring.
Yeah, we don't see it, but it's heavy content.
Animals get sent to slaughter.
Yep.
Adam Devine was originally cast as the voice of Ferdinand before being replaced by John Cena. Another white guy. Shall we flick chart it?
Let's do it, man. Boy, I'm really bringing the energy today.
You're just thinking about the pot roast.
Oh,
that I'm
God.
making.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I walked in here. How long have you been slow cooking that sucker for?
I started it at 3.
Started at 3, and it is now 6:20, so that's over 3 hours. The aroma took over the entire room, and it took over my central nervous system. Like, I had a really crazy effect. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm like locking up.
I know. I saw your
It smelled so good.
boner through your pants. Ferdinand or Three Ninjas?
I didn't get three ninjas again.
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
Three Ninjas.
All right.
Ferdinand or Blood Diamond? Bling bling or bang bang?
Bang bang or bling bling.
Blood Diamond.
Okay.
Ferdinand or I Heart Huckabees?
I didn't care for I Heart Huckabees.
Me neither, but there was one part where Naomi Watts says, I heart fuckabees. And just because of that, I'm picking it.
Okay. Why not?
Ferdinand or Melinda and Melinda? The Woody Allen film with Will Ferrell. Melinda and Melinda has like one
Ferdinand.
good half and one bad half.
Never saw it. Ferdinand.
All right, I'll go with you on this one.
You've been picking against a lot of Woody Allen movies lately, I've noticed.
Because they're only putting up the shitty ones.
Oh.
Ferdinand or the Aristocats?
Aristocats I have not seen.
Aristocats has like Jazzy Cats.
Jazzy Cats.
They have like a song that's like, everybody wants to be a cat. When you sign up for Disney Plus, you can watch Aristocats.
Free trial, huh? 7 days?
I'm not sure how, probably 7 days.
And it's only
but
$6.99, right?
I'm
That's
telling
only
you,
gonna go up.
The Mandalorian was the shit.
Nice.
It was so good.
Okay, that's good.
It's worth the price. If you have to pay $6.99, $7.99 for 1 month, it's worth it.
Okay. Although there's always sucker me in. Like I now I'm paying $7 a month for freaking Shudder, and I never watch it.
Aristocats.
Okay.
Ferdinand or Changing Lanes?
Changing Lanes was.
With Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Affleck, where
Oh
it was like a road rage
Ugh.
incident.
Changing Lanes. No, Ferdinand.
Fun fact.
Okay.
It's so funny that this came up. So, you know how my son Owen was a misfit for Halloween?
Yep.
So I asked my mom, I had like a punk rock jacket from when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
And I asked my mom if she still had it, and she did.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, oh, I might wear that for Halloween. And so I picked it up, and I tried it on, and I reached in the pocket.
In the pocket.
And there's a ticket stub for Changing Lanes.
I love when that
2002.
happened. A rush hour fender bender on New York City's crowded FDR Drive under most circumstances wouldn't set off a chain reaction that could decimate two people's lives. But on this day, at this time, a minor collision. So it was just Samuel Jackson and Ben Affleck just have road rage?
I think
They're
like
just like, no, fuck you, dude.
Samuel Ben Affleck was having like a really important day, and then he ruined Sam Jackson's day, and so Sam Jackson just made his life hell. I'm taking changing lanes.
Well, you got a great story to back it up.
Ferdinand or Two Mules for Sister Sarah?
Jesus. Man, I have no idea.
Clint Eastwood movie? You never seen it?
Oh, I thought no, The Mule.
Two Mules
Two
for
Mules?
Sister Sarah, 1970.
Oh, never saw it.
Is one of his old westerns. I just remember there was a scene where he got shot by an Indian's arrow, and then he had Sister Sarah, the nun. He's like transporting a nun through the Old West.
Wow.
Use like gunpowder to get the arrow out of his
Oh, that's a cool scene.
body. It was a pretty cool scene.
So I know what you're going with.
Spoiler alert. She's not really a nun. She's pretending to be one.
Oh, whoa. Jeez, what is this, Sister Act? Did you hear that at Warner Brothers, like, recently during the fires? I mean, here the San Gabriel Mountains are on fire just like a block away from Warner Brothers Studios, and Clint Eastwood was just like, get back to work. Like, the whole building was evacuating, and he's like, nah.
It's because he's doing that Richard Jewell movie.
He's doing the editing, right? Or he's doing the post-production
I
for
kept
that.
seeing the commercials for it during football.
Get off
with
my
John Hamm.
Get.
It's about the bomber, the Olympics, Atlanta Olympics bomber,
Oh, yeah.
or suspected bomber.
Did they? Yeah, I'm kind of like, why is this a movie? And I'm kind of like, I kind of want to see this.
That's kind of what he's doing now. Is he's just like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do true stories.
It's 2 stories of just like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
living through that.
He's like, I'm too old to really think of anything besides true stories.
I'm kind of, I would like to see that because I have no idea if the guy did it or not. I don't even know.
I
if
looked
it's been
it up
proven.
because I saw it and I was like, so he's doing a movie called Richard Jewell about the guy that did it.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up and it was like,
maybe he didn't do it.
they thought he did it, but he didn't.
Is he a security?
So I already spoiled it. for
Oh
myself.
man. Well, now I'm not. So then you're watching nothing.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just.
But
watching
that's what,
Man on
like,
the
all his
Moon,
movies are
basically.
true stories, so you already know what happens. Like the one with the people on the train with the terrorists that came out like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The people that were like army guys on leave, they were on a train in Paris, and then there were terrorists on the train, and they took them out.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like one of his more recent movies. Well, Two Mules for Sister Sarah.
Okay.
Hot Rod or Ferdinand? Hot Rod.
Hot Rod was hysterical, and it holds up. I saw it not too long ago.
Hot Rod or sorry, Ferdinand or From Hell?
From hell.
From Hell.
I like Ferdinand more than this showing here, by the way.
The Foot Fist Way or Ferdinand?
Foot Fist Way. LOL. Danny McBride.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarves
Ooh.
or Ferdinand?
Snow White, the first ever Disney movie.
Yeah, you got to pick that.
Let's see.
Ferdinand is 1,356 on my flick chart, behind Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, above Melinda and Melinda.
Glenn or Glenda. Okay, how, in your opinion, then, how do the Pixar movies compare to the Disney classics, like your Aladdin, your
Okay,
Snow
give me
White,
some head-to-head comparisons.
Okay, Toy Story 3 versus The Little Mermaid.
Toy Story 3.
Coco versus Aladdin.
Coco.
Toy Story versus Did I already say The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh, Lion King.
Toy Story.
Okay, there you go. That's a clean sweep.
I kind of like the early. I like Pinocchio, Dumbo, Alice in
Oh, Dumbo is
Wonderland,
wonderful.
Robin Hood, where they're all foxes.
Isn't Dumbo just so sweet? Talk about like expressions of sadness and longing.
Oh.
My God. Gets me every time.
I remember being like 3 or 4 years old when he gets taken away from his mom and just crying and
Oh,
like,
God,
"Oh,
yeah. His
what if they
ears
took
are
me
just
away
so
from my
long.
mom?"
Oh, Ryan. I'm still afraid of that.
All right. Earn.
We're drawn? Hey, speaking of that, I just got a text from my mom. Goff kicking butt. You should be happy. Do I come across as happy to you?
Maybe
today,
I should
just in
pick him
general?
up on the waiver wire.
Can.
How's Josh Reynolds doing? I had to pick his ass up because of stupid Robert Woods and his personal issue. How's Josh Reynolds doing?
I knew you were going to be pissed. I don't know. Would you like me to check?
He's on my team.
Well, I'm on my
Look it
team
up.
right now. Let's see. The Wounded. Well, oof. Just change your name to the Dead and Buried. Yikes.
Has he caught any passes?
Negative
Zero.
0.5.
Oh, he's got 0.5.
Negative 0.5.
Negative 0.5? That son of a bitch! The next film we will be watching, speaking of Disney, maybe we should watch the original and the remake.
Let's do it.
Compare them, since I have Disney Plus. I can do that now.
So I'm going to pay $9.99.
Race to Witch Mountain, starring The Rock.
Oh, wow. Race to Witch Mountain starring The Rock.
It's a remake of an old Disney movie from the 70s,
Oh, that's
60s
cool.
or 70s.
Hey, is Watcher in the Woods on Disney Plus? That's like this old, early 80s kind of horror movie, Disney movie, that I've been dying to see again. We had it on VHS.
Maybe.
Cabin.
What happens in that?
I don't remember. But it involves the reflection of a woman.
Okay.
A lady.
We could look it up.
I just remember glass breaking. I haven't seen it since I was like 10, but I remember getting nightmares. I'm like, oh, this is Disney?
We've got the Black Cauldron.
Ooh. Do they have the sex cauldron?
Yeah. I'm Ryan the Muffler Bruckner saying, look back on it all with a smile. Look forward to it all with excitement. Plant yourself here in the now with purpose.
And I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan. I do this for the moment.